Baby, do it. Oh.
Hi.
Not doing.
Okay. You just fart.
No, that was my turn.
Hi guys, it's Vanessa and I have Sam with me today. This is Sammy. You guys have been wanting this video for a while. I just have been pretty busy. And Sam is here to join me. And we're going to do some questions about each other. He doesn't know any of the questions that I'm going to ask. So let's get started.
All right.
The most popular question is, and I want you to answer this, is how did we meet?
How did we meet? Well,
He's like, I don't know.
just laying in bed, doing my thing, back in the single days. I just looking through my phone on Facebook, just browsing, just going through, just watching your videos. And then I see Facebook friend suggestions, and I just had to stop for a second. I was like, whoa, who's this? And I saw some pretty face, and lo and behold, didn't know her at the time, but it was Vanessa, and I thought she was the most gorgeous girl I've ever seen. And so, never done it before, but I was like, I'm going to just message her out of the blue and just tell her how beautiful she is. I didn't even expect her to message me back, but the fact that she did was amazing, because then it started our relationship and where we are now.
And then we just started talking a bit on Facebook through Facebook DMs. And then we were like, oh, what high school did you go to? And I told him I went to Prairie, and he actually went to Battleground, and they're both rival high schools. So we just thought it was funny that we never have met, because I was a cheerleader and he was a football player, and I cheered all of varsity all 4 years, and so I feel like I would have saw him. And we found out that we have really mutual friends. We have so many mutual friends. So it was kind of weird that everything worked out, and
it's all about timing, I guess.
yeah, it was weird. We were like, how did we not meet? This is crazy, but timing, right? Yeah. Who said I love you first?
Oh, who felt I love you first? That's the question.
Yeah, because we both kind of said it at the same time, and I'll tell that story in just a second.
Whoa.
We both kind of said it.
I said it first.
No.
I
said it first.
It came out of
my
mouth first. You said it with your eyes and with your hands first, but I said it with my mouth first. We were laying down, having just those conversations you have, just the deep ones. And then she brings up the question.
No, we were doing a questionnaire, a couple.
Yeah, it was, but it was
we were bored, and so I looked up these questions on Google, and
it was I know exactly what you're wanting me to say, kind of, hey Sam, is there any other questions you wanted to ask me? Or?
Anyways, no, what happened was we were playing a questionnaire game on Google for fun. We were just bored one night, and we were laying in bed and doing that, and I was looking through questions, and at the time we had tension that we wanted to say I love you, but we both felt it was we were scared that the other person wasn't going to say it back, or feel weird, or just it just wasn't going to turn out the way we wanted it to. So we were both waiting as long as we could before one of us would say it. And then I was scrolling through Google, and I found this question. And what was it? It was what is something that you've always wanted to tell the other person but didn't have the guts?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Didn't have the guts to say it.
And it's when you ask that question, it's I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, because it was my turn, and I found the question, and I was like, I asked him that question. I'm like, what is one thing that you have always wanted to tell me, but you didn't have the guts to say it?
Yeah, so you asked me that question,
Okay, fine.
and I
but
answered.
I felt it coming.
Yeah, okay, well.
Anyways, finish it.
It was me. It was me. And that was.
Well, you said, well, I think I know what we both have wanted to ask each other, or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, I feel like we both had these feelings for a little while, but we haven't wanted to say it. But it was just, I was like, I'm in love with you. That's what it was.
Yeah, we both said it, and then we hugged and kissed, and
then it was just
sweet.
like that big weight off my shoulder.
Oh,
I was
we were
like,
both
I got
like-
it out. Like, I can, it's just, there's so many conversations we've had and so many times where I've wanted to say it, but I'm like, I probably should.
Yeah, we both have wanted to say it. We're too scared, but yeah.
Now we say it all the time.
Now we say it all the time. Someone said, what are your goals as a couple? Me and Sam have talked about this so many times, and we both have goals for our personal selves and then us together. And they're very similar, like as we've talked about it, they're super similar. For our independent goals, Sam wants to become an electrician and I want to become a medical assistant. So those are kind of like two things we're working on separately. But together, we both want a house, lots of land. We want to raise a farm. That's like our goal.
First, we want to get married.
Yeah, we want to get married.
We want to get married because I have had it going through my head, and I'm like, this is the girl. This is what I want to do. I can't wait. We're just waiting for the right time to get situated in our own personal lives first before we kind of join together. But
yeah, we both want to get married to each other. We have this weird feeling, and my mom has these weird gut feelings that she gets, and they're always right. And she's had a gut feeling for a while since me and Sam met that we were going to get married. And we want to get married, and then we want to buy a house, maybe before or after that. I don't know. We'll see. And then we want land, and we want to raise a farm, and we both want 2 kids. That's like our goal. Maybe 3. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, probably 2.
We'll see if we can handle the first 2, and then we'll decide.
Yes, we want 2.
That's it for now.
Yeah, because I'm an only child, and Sam has 8 siblings. 8.
7 siblings. 8 kids in the family.
Yeah, 8 kids. So he comes from a big family, and I come from literally no one. So we both wanted like a balance in between both of those. And yeah, I get married, live a happy life. What is your favorite memory of us? It could be like funny, crazy, could be like when something bad happened.
Favorite memory. We've had a lot, like in a short amount of time.
Yeah, here's the thing. Me and Sam have only been dating for 5 months. Short time, right? Yeah, we have gotten so close in those 5 months than I have with anybody in my life. Like, even friends, even exes. We have gotten so close in such a short amount of time. And I'll tell you my crazy story after he tells his. Because to this day, I laugh about it and I'm like, what the hell? So.
I'm trying to.
Okay, do you want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first.
I have 2. Ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first story that I have is me and Sam we started talking, like the day he messaged me was April 3rd, I think. Was it April 3rd? What day was it? I'd have to look. Oh, April 25th. So Sam messaged me on April 25th, and then, let's see.
Second date. Told you it was May 2nd.
May 2nd was our first date. And we were just getting to know each other. When we first started dating, we actually went on like 3 dates in a row. Was it 3 or 4? I think it was 4.
I think it was 4.
Yeah, we went on 4 dates, like literally in a row, like day after day after day. Like the next day we're like, oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? So we went on these dates, and before I get into my second story, this will kind of like lead up to the second story. On our 3rd date, we went to Portland, and we went to this place called Departure. It's a restaurant. And, well, we actually went to mini golf, and then the mini golf place, it didn't work out because something had happened. So we were kind of stranded, and we're like, what should we do? We were stuck in Portland, and I was like, let's go have like a bougie dinner. I didn't say bougie.
She didn't say
I
that.
didn't say
She was,
bougie.
let's go. Do you want to go out to dinner with me? Let's go. I know a place that's super nice. I was like, of course, let's go. That sounds great.
Yeah. So we decided to go to this really like bougie place. And the bill ended up being like probably like $150.
It was something like that.
It was really close to, it was over 100, but I think, or was it like $80? I don't know. It was close to $100. And we ate all this food, and I was just like, keep it coming. And because that was Sam's first time being at Departure, so we were just eating a bunch, and I was like, I want you to try this and this. Let's get this drink. And I wasn't 21 at the time, so we were like, he was over 21, but he was drinking alcohol, and I was drinking like these like juice drinks, and we had such a good dinner. We were so full. By the time we got out to the parking garage, I was so bloated, and I had this denim skirt on, I remember, and this pink top, and the pink top like hugged my stomach, and the denim skirt was like sucking me in because I was trying to impress this one. So I'm wearing all these tight clothes that were just like, and we ate so much food. I was so bloated, and we get into the parking garage, we get to Sam's car, and then we go to like we're about to leave, and Sam's like, can you get the directions? And so I was like, yeah. So I'm getting the directions, and all of a sudden I just feel like sick, like so sick, like not good at all. And I started getting dizzy, and I was just like getting hot, and I was like, you know what, I felt like I was going to throw up, and I wasn't talking to Sam at all, which you can tell your part after I tell the story. So I wasn't talking to Sam, and he was like talking to me. He's like, oh, what a good dinner, yada yada. I'm like, yeah, I'm so full. And I'm sitting there like about to puke in his car, and he drives like this little red car that's like really fast, and it's loud, and so it like rumbles, and so it's like rumbling my stomach. And we got on the freeway, and I was like, I can make it to the house, like get home and throw up, like it'll be fine. So Sam was driving home on the freeway, and all of a sudden we come to a complete stop on the freeway because of traffic. And might I tell you, this was at 10 p.m., like around nighttime. So I was like, what the heck? Why is there traffic? Like, I'm pissed now because I need to throw up, and we're stuck in this traffic, and I have to act normal because I'm trying to impress Sam. So all of a sudden I just couldn't hold it anymore. I was like, I have to throw up. So I turned to Sam, and I'm like, pull over. And he's like, what? I'm like, Sam, please pull over. I need to throw up. I ate so much food. Please just pull over as fast as you can. And might I tell you, there are semi-trucks next to us. We're at a complete dead stop. And I was like, I need to throw up now. Like, get over, or I'm going to hop out of your car and literally throw up my guts up on the freeway. So somehow Sam, the traffic started moving. We got so lucky. Barely, like just a little bit. And Sam got over and took an exit, and I ended up puking somewhere out in Portland, like downtown Portland, like the most ghetto area. And I got out of his car, I ran into this parking lot, and I told Sam, I said, he was so sweet. He's like, do you want me to help you with it? You want me to hold your hair? And he was just like, are you okay? And I was like, please, just stay over there. Just stay over there, close the door. Please don't come out. Like, I'm about to puke my guts out. And then I sat on like the road floor because I was just like, oh my god, I'm gonna puke. So, yeah.
I was just so lost at that moment
He was
because I'm
so
like, this is a
lost.
nice date we're having. How did we end up in some sketchy part of Vancouver,
Portland
area, sitting on a curb near a dumpster, about to puke? I'm like sitting there in my car. I'm like, what the heck is going on? Like, is she okay? Like,
yeah.
But she didn't explain to you that she was completely quiet on the ride home, and this is only our first one of our couple dates in, and I'm like, she doesn't like me anymore. And I started getting so concerned, and I was just lost because I kept asking questions, and she was being so flat, so, short with me with answers, and I'm like, she doesn't like me anymore. I said, this is gonna be the last date with Vanessa. So I don't know what I did. I did something wrong. And then to top that, she's like, pull over, I gotta puke. And I was like, dang, I must stink, or she's so uncomfortable that she has to puke. I was like, this is terrible. She didn't tell me I have to puke because I don't feel good and I ate too much food. She was like, I have to puke. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I did what I had to do, got her over there. And then she explains to me, oh, I just ate too much food. I don't know if it was a sushi or what it was. And then I was like, that was a huge relief. When she actually told me, she's like, I still like you and I want to go on another date, I was like, thank goodness, because I was like, this is gonna ruin me.
And Sam was so nice. He waited in the car. He didn't bother me, and he was so sweet. He's like, are you okay? And it was so nice. And that's like the night I knew that I really liked him, because I feel like no other guy would be like so nice and helpful and so sweet, especially since we barely knew each other still. But yeah, that's one of my favorite stories to this day that I will never forget. Because the funny thing is that third date we were planning on kissing. So we were planning on having our first kiss. Well, we both kind of like felt like we were on our third date, which was that date. And he dropped me off at my car, and I was just like, yeah, I need to get home. So we didn't kiss. We didn't end up kissing.
Well, yeah, when I was dropping her off, I was like, man, it's one of those times where it's like the date where you feel like, man, I feel like I could kiss her right now. This is it. But she had some pretty rank breath right there, so I was like, I probably shouldn't lean in. So we waited.
Yeah, we waited till our next date, but we just think it was so funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my first story. And then, I'll tell you in a second. Okay, so my second story from that story. So we had only been on maybe 6 or 7 dates. And on one of those dates, like the 7th or 8th date, he had come over to my house, and we were just hanging out with my family, and we were watching TV. And then, no, actually, scratch that. It was like our 6th or 7th date, and we were both at work, and my mom was texting me, and before Sam even came into my life, we had this Hawaii trip planned for so long, and it was gonna be on my birthday, which is May 26th. We had this whole thing planned out, and Sam had just come into my life a couple weeks before my birthday, and we were both at work, and I got a text message from my mom, and she was like, I want to surprise you, and I want to bring Sam to Hawaii. And I was like, no. First thing I thought was no, because what if something happens and we don't like each other, or it doesn't work out? Because we were only on a couple dates before that. So I was nervous that something was going to happen, or I didn't like him. So I waited 5 minutes. I was like, I don't know. I was nervous because I didn't want Sam to be a douchebag and it would be all ruined. But he's not. Anyways, so, and then I texted her back, and I was like, okay, let's do it. Because I'm like, you know what? Life's too short. Who cares? Sam has never really, he's only been on a plane one time before that. And one time, right? And he's never really traveled to anywhere tropical. He's never been to, like, anywhere with palm trees, like, nothing like that. Well, except California, but that's it. But anywhere tropical that has, like, super blue water, like, he's never been. So I was like, okay. I was like, are you serious, Mom? Or are you lying? Like, I literally thought she was lying to us, or to me. And she's like, no, like, I'll buy him a ticket. And I was like, what? And so I was freaking out. So I texted Sam, and I was like, what are you doing May 26th through whatever it was? And he was like, probably working. And I was like, could you get those days off? And he was like, probably. And so we were freaking out because I was like, you're coming to Hawaii with us. Like, this is what's going to happen. And then later that night, he ended up coming over, and we bought his plane ticket. And we had only known each other for, like,
2 weeks.
2 weeks. That was it. And we bought him a plane ticket to Hawaii. And yeah, we had so much fun, and I'll never forget that trip. And Sam actually was going to ask me to be his girlfriend in Hawaii, which he did. But when we were parasailing, we were up in the air over the ocean, and I was scared because I've never done it. And he was about to ask me. I could tell. He was like, what are you...
I started the sentence.
Yeah,
I was halfway there before,
Yeah.
I don't know what, she just started saying something. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I'll just save it. But,
Yeah. Yep. And then, yeah.
Yeah, we were sitting there, nice, peaceful, Hawaii, ocean. You can see, Oahu, everything. And and I said, what did I say? I said, so now that we're up here, and I was going to like, would you want to be my girlfriend? That was going to be my next couple words, but I said, well, now that we're up here, and then Vanessa was like, oh gosh, wow, did you notice? I was like, she's trying to divert from what I'm trying to say. I said, maybe she doesn't want to be my girlfriend. But then I was like, we just wrote it out and did the
I was
following.
nervous. I was scared because that day, wasn't that my birthday? So that day was my birthday, and I'm a little brat, and I don't want our anniversary on my birthday, because I'm a brat.
I know, that makes sense.
I mean, I just wanted 2 separate holidays so we could celebrate each one separately, if that makes sense, so we don't have to, like, combine it. Because if we broke up one day and our anniversary was my birthday, that'd be a sad day for me. So the next day had come, and we were sitting on the beach, and we were about to go swimming in the ocean, and we were just looking out, and then Sam had asked me, and
it felt like a better time too.
It did.
It was really peaceful, and we're sitting there, it's quiet so we can talk. And I just kept looking at her, and I just couldn't hold it anymore. I was like, I want you to be my girlfriend. I don't want to wait any longer. We were so happy and having so much fun.
Yep.
It was a great time.
Yeah, so those are like my 2 crazy stories that I'll remember forever from our relationship together. But
by far my favorite memory was our first date. And it's because I just had such a great feeling about Vanessa and the kind of person she was and how she made me feel. And I say that because usually on a first date, you get super nervous beforehand, and you're like, what am I going to say? Am I going to say the right things? Is she going to be the right kind of person? Is she going to be kind of weird? I mean, Vanessa's kind of weird, but this is different. This is a different kind of weird. I was, it was totally different with Vanessa on our first date. And I wasn't nervous at all, and I showed up, and I was just like, I was so anxious and so excited to meet her, and it went so smoothly, and we had so much fun, and we had so much stuff to talk about, and we had a great brunch, and then we went out to the lake, and we just sat there and talked for hours, and I just had so much fun. I had such a great time, and I felt just this overwhelming feeling of joy, and just how excited I was to get to know her even more and grow with her.
yeah, that's a good one. What is our favorite thing about each other? So that's the next question we'll answer. You want me to go first? So my favorite thing about Sam is how kind he is. That's something that really attracted me to him. And that old saying that opposites attract, that kind of goes with us. Sam is very, like, he is kind to everyone. And literally by, like, everyone, I mean, like, people who could light his car on fire and he would just be, it's fine, it's okay. And he'd be, like, super kind to them. And me, like, if someone bullies someone, or if, like, someone bullies Sam or something, it, like, ticks me off. And I'm just like, no, I have to be mean back. That's not right. I'm not going to let them get away with it, type of thing. And Sam is very like, it's fine. Everything's okay. And yeah, that's just how Sam is. And
peace,
so,
relax.
Yeah, he brings me down sometimes because, like, I'll get amped up about something. And he's like, it's fine, it's fine. And I'm like, you're right. Like, you're right. And he really calms me down, which I like. But I am the type of person, like, we are like bad cop, good cop when it comes to, like, people being rude to us or something like that, because I'm the person who's like, oh, no way, like, I'm gonna be mean back. And Sam's like, oh, it's all fine. The world is, butterflies and daisies. Like, that's just how Sam is. And sometimes it makes me so mad, and then sometimes I'm like, wow, you're really right. Like, I need to calm down. But
it's not that I think the world is butterflies and daisies. It's that I know the world is chaotic, and I know everyone makes mistakes, and the world is just crazy. So I just go with the flow and try my best to just don't sweat the small stuff, leave that stuff behind, and to realize, it's like people screw up and people have certain feelings in the moment, and that's just how people react, and to not judge them for it. So just take it easy, My turn. Okay. Favorite thing about my Nessie is that she may act all hard and tough and sassy and like I'm a Latina girl, like I ain't need no mans, I ain't scared of no one. But really, deep down, she is so sweet to all of her friends and to people she hasn't met, and she'll be friends with anyone, and she's so inviting and nice, and it's just, I can tell it's really genuine and from the heart, because she could act all, I'm Miss Macho, like don't mess with me, but in reality she's a softie at heart, and she's always trying to make friends with everyone. And I love people that are so, like, they're not concealed and want to be just left alone. She's one of the people that wants to meet everyone and be everyone's friend. That's
yeah. All right. What is my favorite color?
Favorite color is turquoise.
Ding, ding, ding.
Anything bright.
Yeah, that's true. I just like it because it's like the color of the ocean. But yeah. Sam's favorite color is silver. As you can tell, he likes...
flashy, really sleek looking, nice. It's good.
Alright, next one is, what is each other's love language? So we're just going to explain, like, how, like, the other person likes to receive love. If that makes sense, right? Okay, yeah. Okay, you go first.
Me first?
Yeah.
Okay. Vanessa, from what I've seen so far, she likes the quality time, hanging out with each other, having fun, being silly, like having tickle fights and little wrestling matches, and just being like all around like best friend towards each other, and doing everything together and having a good time.
Yeah, we do. We're always doing crazy stuff. And
being goofy.
yeah, last night we literally were like, I was trying to drink water and Sam was making fun of me like the way I gulp. And I laughed so hard I spit all my water out on him, and then we ended up having like a huge water fight, and the whole water bottle was like completely gone.
She did it on purpose.
I did it on purpose.
There was water everywhere. I was soaked. My whole side of the bed was just covered in water. Good times.
Sammy's love language. Sammy is very lovey. He is like the most loving person I've ever met. He loves to be like touched and held, and he loves getting kissed, and he's very touchy. So like I could rub his back and he would be like in love. Like he loves like anything super affectionate. And when it's funny because like if I'm not affectionate towards Sam, he's like, he gets sad. Like he tells me, and he's like, you haven't really hugged me that much. And I'm like an independent, like I would say I'm very independent, and before Sam came into my life, I was very independent, and I don't have any siblings, so it's not very like touchy, lovey, like let's play, like push each other, you know. I wasn't raised like that, so it was hard for me to like understand to always be touchy and lovey towards him, and sometimes I like forget to be like that, and then he tells me, and then I'm like, okay, like I forget, you know, to like, even it doesn't mean I don't like him, I wasn't raised like that to be super touchy all the time. He loves that.
Don't get me wrong, she's trying to make me feel like or seem like I have to be touched all the time.
Yeah.
But this girl will go a whole day, 2 days without a single hug or a kiss. And I'm like, what the heck is going on?
I'm just like, I don't know, I just don't think about it. Like
My
my mind is going somewhere
like,
else.
Give your boy a kiss every once in a while.
You want a nipple squeeze? Like, shoot.
Some kisses, some hugs every once in a while.
Yeah, he likes to be touched.
Oh shit.
Sam, you're supposed to be good.
I tried. Why did you?
Okay, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and yeah, and we'll see you guys in the next video.